Yes, let's just continue. It is what it is. Let's just continue. It is what it is. So, Leos, somebody feels like you're not really actively showing them that you care about them. Maybe a Sagittarius, or you are a Sagittarius with Leo in your chart. You could be dealing with the Sagittarius. Somebody feels like the Leo's behavior is not as um, aggressive in the pursuit as they would like for it to be, in order to know without a shadow of a doubt that the Leo likes them. Okay. That could be any sign that could be feeling like that. So they feel like you're really not that into them. They don't really feel you are emotionally involved with them either. Okay. And this is not for everybody. This is for the first group of Leos that I'm seeing here. And if spirit shall move me, I'll go and look at another group of you. But, and they really believe this to be true. Like, they believe very strongly, very stubbornly, that when somebody likes you, they do these certain things. Okay. Excuse me. And either they're right and your desire for them is kind of lukewarm, but I don't see that since you're coming in as the emperor. Okay. And the emperor is somebody who wants to be somebody's wife, I mean, husband, and be, look, this emperor is looking straight at his wife, the empress. But this is, the tarot tells you what is hidden. And this is what's going on in the month of October with someone who, according to the cards, you're absolutely crazy about. They just don't believe you. They don't believe it. And I think that if they believed it, you would see more of their pursuit. But they feel like you behave in ways contrary to the connection, because somebody is very sensitive, very sensitive, very sensitive to you. Thank you, Lucky. Lucky is a good moderator. Somebody's very sensitive to you, and there is a soulmate connection going on with someone who you want things to get better with, and it's going to get a whole lot better in a month. You guys are no longer going to feel like leaving the other behind. And I think what's going to happen is communication. It really hurts you when they don't understand the efforts that you take to show them, because for you really them. Look at that fire back there. It's like you don't get that. You don't get that. For them, maybe you are too good to be true. And also, maybe if you didn't have so much going for yourself, they, to a certain extent, that they don't believe it. So they need a lot of assurance from you. That is blocking off the parts of you both that usually go after what you want. And I feel like both of you feel insecure about the other's devotion. Like, but you're not secure. And that's the problem. You need to feel, one of you feels like you need to feel more secure. In the month of October, you're going to be feeling more secure. It looks like mentally you're going to be in a much better place about either letting go of someone that you needed to let go of. You moved from the Eight of Cups And the Eight of Cups is a something that you devoted a lot of time, effort, and energy, maybe with the Pisces, sun, moon, rising, or they could have had just a watery chart. You let go of someone you invested a lot of witchcraft in, or they invested a lot of witchcraft in you, a lot of mind games and emotional games. But you left that to move towards a soulmate who you want to move towards, and you're waiting for your ships to come in with this Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Is somebody new here? And I really like this chick's energy or this man's energy. I like her, whoever she is. I really like her energy right now. And this could be a man's energy. Somebody just got it under, they just got it under control. Cool as a cucumber. Somebody's going to be cool as a cucumber. And this person is in love with you, and you are in love with them. Some of you are coming in as finding somebody with whom you really want to be the provider, the protector for. Like you want this person to either be your husband, your spouse. You really love somebody, and you're going to rush in and let them know, or they're going to rush in and let you know. I do see a myriad of things that has your attention. And I feel that you really fear not being in communication with your soulmate who's in love with you and who you're in love with. But it seems like because you guys don't understand each other's love languages, that both of you, your feelings get hurt. Both of your feelings get hurt. And there are a lot of misunderstandings here. And it's because for some of you, the love is maybe stronger than your understanding of the other person. Sometimes people, whatever dynamics these are right here, it's a soulmate connection. So that means, emotions were already there from maybe the last life. And you may not know this person if you believe in that kind of stuff. And you respond very strongly to things that they do kind of innocently, or they're just like they're not trying to block you out, or they're not trying to ignore you. Like this is just kind of who they are. They just, and maybe this is who you are. And whatever the case is, I just kind of feel like two people are not understanding that the other cares about them. They feel like you're not really emotionally here. Like if they were to engage with you, they don't feel you. They feel like you're emotionally other places, and you just want them to just chase you so you can have an ego boost. And they don't want that. They want a real connection, and they don't feel you. They're not feeling you. They feel like you're someplace else. Some of you are traveling, and you're traveling in the complete opposite direction of where they live. And you, let's see, you're doing you right now. You're doing what makes you strong and what makes you feel victorious. But yeah, you do feel like you want them to come and fight for you and win you, or you feel like, that's what you deserve. But they don't know. I know I keep repeating myself, but they don't even know if you really like them. They don't know if they fight for you, if they're being a pest, or if this is what you want. And then they feel like you're not really here. So they don't really know why you want them to pursue you, but that you just want an ego boost because they don't feel like you really want them. And until they feel like you really want them, they're not going to really pursue you. They're going to just focus on their finances. because it looks like whoever this person is, they really are a catch. Okay. They do have their issues, though. They have a lot of hurt and pain in their heart. And they have a very pessimistic view about relationships. They're quite cynical. Okay. This can either be you or other energy. They're quite cynical and kind of very self protective, but they're so protective that they have walls instead of boundaries. They wall themselves, but they feel like you wall yourself. But I do see that they are healing from these tendencies. They, yeah, they are. They're definitely healing slowly, you know. This is a situation that, you know, it's really interesting, Leo, because it's a situation where it could be so good after a lot of pain and suffering, you know. And but you got to ask yourself, you know, is it worth it? It is a buffalo, and you know, the buffalo can feed the tribe or the den for, you know, 3 days. It's not a fawn, but it's like, you know, I don't know, this person got some issues. They've been really hurt, you know, like stabbed in their hearts over and over and over again. And they think that's what you're trying to do, hurt them. They're really, really, really believing that you're trying to hurt them, that you're playing some type of mind game, because they don't understand why on earth would you not reach out to them? Like they just don't understand. So they feel like maybe your lack of pursuit means a lack of interest, which means that you're just playing games. And they really believe that. I think their mother, their dad, their sister, their brother, whatever, really did one on them. You know, Leo, it's like you don't have to deal with this. You really don't. And this could be you, Leo, but in the end, you get the 10 of Cups. It's like you go on this safari hunt with your den of lions, and there's this just run, you know, in the Sahara desert, and you're out for the kill with your tribe, and there's this herd of buffalo, and you hear all of these pounding sounds of people trying to, or the buffaloes trying to get away, and you're strategizing, and you know, it's like it's a an adrenaline putting thing, you know, thing. But you know, after a while you get the buffalo, after a while, you know. But you just may decide that you don't want to deal with this at all, you know, especially if you got to be dealing with all this. But this is who you want, and this is who you're going to catch. Interestingly enough, for some of you, this person has never been really caught before. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius who you want to lay down everybody for, but they don't feel that, you know, and that's your opposing sign. So those of you who are dealing with an opposing sign, they really are not going to understand where you're coming from at all. They're going to be like, what? What? Why did, what does that mean? Why? Like, for instance, you're gone too long, too long. And so they interpret your wanderings as a disinterest. This person really doesn't feel like you're interested at all. But you guys have a very strong attachment to each other. um, you guys have a very strong attachment to each other that is kind of beyond your control right now. It could be a very strong, excuse me, a very strong codependency. This could be somebody has done witchcraft and has bound your soul to them. You could represent things from the past that they are in bondage to. But there is someone who you have a very deep attachment to, or you guys have a very deep attachment to each other. And you guys can both be in denial about it if you want to, but it is there. And there is a level of commitment, therefore, that you all have that you may not even want to have towards each other. It's so funny because we have God and the devil next to each other. You guys bring out the best in each other and the worst. And there will be a blending of light and darkness. This is really some kind of unusual connection that you can choose to deal with or not. So it looks like somebody is walking away from another commitment where you were in the dark and nothing was going anywhere. Leos, you guys are in some type of very strong soul contract with maybe a Taurus, a Sagittarius, a Capricorn, an Aquarius, any other major arcanas, a Scorpio. The Tower is a Scorpio. I think Aries too. Yeah, and anybody really. Let's see what the Hierophant is. Oh my God, the Hierophant is like, oh yeah, oh look, you're gone. And there's a water sign who's just gone as far as being in love with you. And you really adore someone. You adore them so much, especially if we're talking about a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio right now. Like Prince's song, until the end of time, I'll be there for you. You are my heart and mind. I truly adore you. You truly adore someone, and they don't feel it at all. They don't have a clue. You're like, oh, Nicole, no. I have done this. I have told them I've done flips. I went to the jungle and got a squirrel, a nut, and an entire den, and they still, and they feel the same way. They feel the same way. They feel like, how can the Leo question my devotion? Okay, especially if we're talking about a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Y'all know how you love them. We know. Okay. They're like, how can this Leo question my devotion? It's like the 10 of coins. Don't the Leo understand? Am I not showing it? Right? But the Leo feels like you're in some other world. The Leo is like, what? No, I don't understand. But it's good to see that the Leo is still thinking about moving. So it looks like you're thinking about moving to be with your boo-boo, the Two of Cups. And it looks like you will. It looks like you will. Somebody is going to move to be with someone that they really care about before the year is up. So it looks like, yeah. Let's see, how do you guys get this breakthrough in communication here? The Knight of Swords is very angry, rushing in here into my reading, talking shit. It's like, you might need to sit your ass down. Mm-hmm. Nah, I'm racing through. I'm racing through. On a bull? I don't think you're getting too far, buddy. Yeah, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I want to do what I want to do. Yeah, I see you want to do what you want to do. Let's see what's going on with them. Yeah, same shit, same reading. Somebody wants to give you an offer, a small offer, but somebody is in tears. They're in tears. They're in just as much of pain about whatever is transpiring between the two of you as you are. They feel a loss with you. And that's because both of you are feeling and paying attention more to the absence of each other being there than the presence of each other being there. One of you is giving off a vibration that you two are not together. One of you is manifesting, and that's why, one of you may feel like the other one is ignoring you, but they feel like if you're not on the vibration that the two of you live together and the two of you are, in a coupleship that's healthy, where there's a commitment, they're not going to go to your vibe. If you're vibing something different, they're not going to go there because they're vibing something high. And either you're going to come to that high vibration or you guys will, you know, recompromise, but they are in a very high vibration with you. And, both of you have a tendency, because you love each other so much, to think very negatively about what the other person is doing, because it hurts to be without, your partner here. But I see, you guys are going to be moving closer to each other. Mentally, you're going to be understanding each other a little bit better. And you're not being rejected. And Crosswatcher, you feel like the Leo is rejecting you, and the Leo feels like you're rejecting them. You guys feel rejected by each other. You guys both could have experienced some pretty strong levels of rejection in your childhood, and that vibration is very strong in you, and you may need to flip it. Or maybe they have very strong experiences of rejection and they could be completely unaware of it. So, because this is a very intense connection and you really got to be in alignment to let it in. This is a connection because it's a in love feeling, and everything that you believe about love and everything that you fear about love is going to come up in this union. It's like there's a lot of transformation that needs to take place in order to be with each other. And you guys are doing the transformation. And both of you are so afraid of losing each other, but both of you know that the other one is your spouse. Both of you are sure about it. It's like all these fears from a long time ago come up because this is your soulmate, and your soulmate helps your soul to grow. And if you fear that you guys will never be together, that is exactly what's going to happen. You guys need to be on the same page of seeing yourselves together. They have seen you grow right in front of them. Okay. And if this person is on a higher zodiac level, they shouldn't expect you to be where they are, because I think you guys rule the house of children, right? And that's okay, because it is what it is. And it seems like you always come up. They have been on this divine timing vibe for quite some time, and they were afraid that you didn't understand what it was. So they kept acting outside of when they felt like it was the right time. And it always ended disastrously. And they did it for you. Like if you would say, or you gave them the impression, like, I'm out if you don't do something, they did something, even knowing that it wasn't the time for you. But now you're at this place where you're understanding about divine time and you're feeling the vibe that they've been feeling for years. Um, and they like it. They like seeing you grow. They hope that you grow to be their wife, though, and that you don't grow to leave them. They don't want you to go anywhere. They want, because they're completely devoted to you, but they're devoted to their spirituality as well. Somebody could have recently moved, okay, or established residency. You could have, somebody could have recently gotten into a committed relationship with a fire sign, another fire sign, or somebody could have just, really done something for the relationship to promote security and stability. Or you could have done something like that for yourself to promote security and stability. This is the Knight of Swords. Yeah, so the Knight of Swords, they I feel fear, like chills just went down my knees. And the Knight of Swords feels very insecure about this connection because they somebody just doesn't feel, again, it's the same shit, like you really like them. They want to believe that you do, but they don't. And it could be insecurity, and a lot of it has insecurity to do with their mother. So they may need stronger levels of reassurance. But I don't think you know how to give them anymore because you don't quite know what they need as reassurance. You don't know what they need. And, what they believe is that you're just too good to be true. And you know this, like, I feel like whoever this person is, they are blocked off, and you are the only person on this in this world that they want to open up to. It's just that they take a long time to do it, and they're afraid that you may lose interest. But they are opening up. Like they want, this person is very, 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 very into one person. Like they're into one person to where you may have never seen in your life. This is a extremely one woman at a time type of man, or woman at a time type of woman, or one man at a whatever. One man at a time, one woman at a time. Y'all understand? This person, you understand them. So cross watcher, this Leo, they really understand you. That's why, despite your weird ways, they still are, fighting energetically for this. They get you. They know how you feel about them. They know that you are madly in love with them. And if they don't know it consciously, they know it through a reader, or they know it through their gut. They know it through their instincts. So they tolerate your ass. Um, you know, Somebody has very deep insight into the psyche of another human being to where you are able to turn your back towards their weird ways. And this is actually going to pay off in the long run if the both of you can grow into this relationship, because that's what's happening. You guys are growing into this relationship, and it is even though you cannot see everything in the physical realm, it is developing roots. And Leo, it's completely up to you on whether or not you want to deal with it. I mean, you don't have to, is what I'm saying. Oh, well, you want to. Okay, well, there's a Libra or a Taurus who you really truly love, and they don't have a clue. They don't have a clue. And, and it really hurts some of you to hear that because it's like, I've done everything but dance nude under the stars. Oh, wow. And it looks like you guys are going to end up in a committed relationship with each other. So I guess it is worth the wait, but it's going to be a long, it is going to be so worth it. You have the King of Pentacles, okay? And I'm going to start reading this more as energies than signs because you don't know what's in somebody's chart, you know? But the King of Pentacles is an energy that is really about one woman, and not because they're weak, but because that's how they're made. You know how country boys, they just get them a wife and that's their wife. And I mean, they're like, I can't fuck with you because that's my wife. That's how it is in the country. For real. I'm like, you know what? I need to be down there. Girl. So whoever you're dealing with, that's very complicated, Leo. Very complicated. I mean, it's just like a lot of you is, do I even deal with this? Why am I dealing with this? You're dealing with this because it is a connection that can lead to a lifelong commitment that you grow into. And I think that one of their greatest fears is that you'll leave them. So this is a possible outcome if you choose to deal with this situation because you're under no obligation. Both of you are very free. Like if you're like, this is just too damn much, I can go and get this shit someplace else. If you choose that, that definitely is an option for you. But whoever I'm reading for, if you choose to stay with them, especially if you're dealing with a Pisces and a Leo here are definitely going to have a long-term relationship. Okay. I also see a Libra here that you could definitely have a long-term relationship with. I definitely see an Aries that you're thinking about. So whoever is in your life in October, you're going to feel a little better, and you're going to feel their level of maybe commitment. Both of you are going to be maturing. This is a relationship that you will mature in, but you guys have got to stop looking at the lack. Some of you are more into the lack of the communication, the lack of somebody not being there, the lack of divine timing. And I'm going to tell you this story, and then we're going to look into how your partner is feeling. So this is this the first time I'm talking to Leos? Leos, this is my new place, right? And you guys know I've been having those pictures behind me for a while. And when I first started looking for a new place, a house, I was just really focused on the lack of having one. And I was getting turned down and turned down. And then I got into this thing about divine timing. Then I put Abraham on, and Abraham was like, oh, phooey, you're just not receiving what you want. Within maybe 50 hours of, kind of staying in a receiving mode, within 24 hours of that, I got this place. I was in a mode of So if you're in a mode of you guys are not together yet, they're not communicating, they're not meeting you halfway, you guys are not together, that is really hurting the relationship. But in October, obviously, you're going to get more into the feeling place of you guys are together. There is resistance here, and the resistance is something that you guys just need to communicate about. Um, Somebody is feeling like they're not being met halfway. But if you guys would look more at how you guys are meeting each other halfway, then you might get closer because neither one of you is gonna let the other go. You might as well get along. Okay. I don't see an end. And if you are in a situation that you feel like is ending, then this reading is probably not resonating. Okay. I heard Leo's. We're going to be doing this self-esteem thing. We're going to just be reading self-esteem articles off the internet. It's called the Vicky Project. If you go to my website, you will see it. Click it. It's $10. Come and join us. The instructions are there. Now what we're going to look at is how your partner sees you for the extension that you guys, Jesus, Leo, y'all ain't no joke. Y'all nosy. Y'all as nosy as the Scorpios. Y'all be wanting to know. You're like, yeah, girl, honey, because we got to win. I love Leos, though. Very much so. My mother hates that I moved across the country to basically live near my Leo aunt. They hated that. Everybody was jealous. She said, you didn't come to Atlanta to live with me. No, honey, I moved halfway across the country to live with now my Leo Annie, honey, because I love her. And she wants for nothing. Trust and believe that. I feel so much love, Leo. I really do. I hope you guys will know that, you deserve love. And I hope you and this person can get on the same vibe. Okay? Because you guys have a lot of potential there. You know what song is in my head now? I hope that we can be together soon. Both of you just want the other to make a little bit more effort. And both of you feel like, make more effort. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Is it not obvious? Both of you feel like, isn't my behavior obvious? And the other one is like, no, I don't get it. I need you to do this. And the other is like, are you kidding? Both of you feel like, don't you know you're the light of my life? And the other one is like, no, I don't. Are you serious? Yeah, I really am. Yeah, that's why the tarot tells you what's hidden. Now you know. Oh, okay. That's what's going on. They don't feel like they feel like, okay, Leo, you may feel like you're in the dark about something, and they are flabbergasted that you feel like you're in the dark. They're like, you feel like you're in the dark? Are you kidding? And they feel like they're in the dark. And you feel like you're in the dark after this, that, and that. Are you kidding? So you guys are like, you love each other and you're very much attracted to the challenge of the differences of the personalities because it will definitely be a lifetime to figure each other out. But you will triumph if you choose to take this route. So, how is your person feeling about you for the month of October? We see that your person is coming in as the 10 of coins, whoever your love interest is. The Ten of Coins is marriage, family, legacy, home, um, leases together, definitely marriage. They see you as somebody that they want to maybe grow old with in the month of October. You could be dealing with someone who has a lot of earth in their chart, but they definitely want to take things on a real level with you. If you've been wondering, if somebody is really genuine about you, it looks like they want to be. You could have met somebody who's single. Yeah, with the Ten of Pentacles, this person is usually kind of together. Also, they have money. They do. They do. And they see you as being someone that has money too, and they see you together as being a couple that could have a lot of money. For some reason, in October, they see you guys as maybe a power couple. They also see you as somebody who is relocating. That's how they see you. You might not be, but that's how they see you, as someone who's relocating to be with them in their home in a marriage. Excuse me. If you're already married, because this is the married card, then the overall energy for October is that they see you as changing jobs. Okay. Ooh. How do they see you? They see you as their soulmate, someone who helps bring out the absolute best in them. They feel like it is the result of touching your soul that they have prospered. They feel like you help them prosper, and you feel like they help you prosper. Wow, that's powerful. You guys, I really pray for this connection. I really do, for whoever this is resonating. So they feel the way they see you is the Two of Cups, Venus and Cancer, somebody who they want to protect, someone who they want to care for, and who they want to care for them, and who they want to protect them, and somebody who they want to mother, and someone who they want mothering from. That's how they see you. Wow. They also see you as someone who can make it happen. Like they really feel like you have the courage. That's what they find really stimulating. Like they believe that you're really going to relocate to where they are, and they think you was a bad bitch in order to do that. You feel like they're bad. They are awesome because they made some shit go down, and they think that if you or when you relocate to be where they are, like, damn, that motherfucker don't play, right? And like, that's fucking awesome. And that's how they know for a fact that you love them, because they don't feel it any other way, right? And you feel, you're fixed. So you do things the way that you do things. And nobody is trying to win. Nobody's trying to win anything but love. Um, But I think your partner needs to know that usually if you're dealing with a fixed sign, you kind of have to bend their way. But I don't really think that they know what to do. They don't know what to do. Because they don't really feel like you like them. So they kind of feel like, if they reached out to you, like they're bothering you or something. Really? Like this is how much this person who feels this way about you, they don't feel like you feel that way about them. Okay. And yeah, so it looks like they view you as someone who is traveling and relocating to be with them. That's how they're viewing you. That may not be what you do, but for the month of October, that's how they're viewing you. All right. This person energetically is in a real good place. Like they feel like they owe fortune to you. Like they feel like they owe some good fortune because of the fiery element that, touch their souls or something. They view you as the catalyst to why they have good fortune in their life right now. They view you as the reason that they moved up. They view you, if they've moved, they view you as the reason why they have moved or moved up. They view you as somebody with whom they can have a marriage with in which they can be very wealthy. They view you as a wealthy marriage partner, somebody that they can be with, that they can be wealthy with and leave a legacy. Like they're very determined in the month of October to leave something to you all's children. Like they think like that. You could be with an earth sign or a fixed sign, a Scorpio, Taurus. Um, who are these? Aquarius or Leo, another Leo. So they view you as someone that brings them good fortune in regards to prosperity and love. So what's the problem? How are they feeling about you? Okay, we already know that. So what's the fucking problem? What's the fucking problem? What's the fucking problem? They don't feel like you love them. They just don't feel like you really like them. I don't know. Let me see. Terrell, tell us your advice. What is the advice to Leo? What is the advice? Mm. All right. And where is this going? Where is this going? What needs to happen to change this towards the positive? I agree. All right, Leo. So I'm going to finish this at Vimeo at my website. And that was, you know what? The whole time that I was doing this reading, I feel love from my heart, right? A lot of you just went to a place of love. Like when I said this person doesn't feel like you really like them, so many of your hearts were like, like what? And I could feel the love, and it was like, oh my God. So if you're a cross watcher, every time I fit, they don't feel like you love them. It was like the Leo was just done. Also, cross watcher, while I'm doing this, I feel a lot of love right now, like right here. I feel it in my fingertips right here. Well, right here. And I feel heat from my heart. So y'all was feeling me and I was feeling you too. All right, Leo. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this. Did I tell you that I moved? I don't remember. I'm going to get me some chocolate cake. I've been, okay. I'm going to finish the reading and then I'm going to get me some chocolate cake. There's two readings. You guys, I do have that other side. When you see the other side and you see my face, nobody's still in my videos. But I did do two different Leo videos and I'll put both of them. But this one is going to be called whatever shit. I don't know. Okay, I will do the extension that says something like Leo Sunshine Tarot so that you know, oh, I don't know. This is, I'm getting ready. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put the extension for this video here. All right. But I believe there's a couple of videos that I've done for Leos because whatever. Leos, this is the extension because I want to know. I think it's personally, not that you asked me my opinion, but I think it's so sad that this person feels left out in the cold from you and you feel left out in the cold from them when there's so much love here. This is why communication is so important and it's such an important skill and tool to have. You feel ignored, you feel like they don't love you, they feel the same way about you, and you guys are crazy about each other. And it's so sad, you know? So let's figure this shit out. I'm going to give you some more insight about what's going on with them so you know how to strategize. Now that you know this person doesn't feel like you care for them or that you really like them, you have information. Okay. All right. So I'll talk to you later. God bless. I want to know what